Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your mid-September 2017 tarot card reading. So this is for Scorpio, Moon, Sun, Rising, and I'm just going to jump right in. So first of all, I do want to say when I was meditating on your sign and shuffling, it was this very specific, really fast-paced energy. And it felt like I was feeling this multitasking. So there's like almost a sense that there's a lot of doing many things at once. And this multitasking. So it's almost, there's like a lot of plates spinning, and then it was this, actually, I'm going to go ahead and dive in and read this because I'm pretty sure that this says something about, this is, yes. So, mouse, detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, nervous. And it was the nervous energy. So this nervous multitasking energy that was coming up really strongly. So here we go. I'm going to say it one more time. Mouse, detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, nervous. The mouse has an innate desire to tend to the details. It often spends its days fixing, preparing, organizing, and scrutinizing. Unfortunately, a mouse personality doesn't notice when they've gone too far. Soon they begin to have a limited and fearful vision of life and try to control every detail. This can be quite a painful experience for both the mouse and those around them. When the mouse energy is at play, step back for a moment. It may be time to find a more purposeful project to delve into, one that's worthy of your exacting eye. When in balance, the mouse energy is organized, resourceful, and prepared. When out of balance, busy with no purpose, to bring into balance a meaningful project. So yeah, this feels pretty profound for you guys. I feel like there really is this strong getting a lot of things done, feeling a lot of responsibility, just a lot of nervousness that feels really, really present. And for some of you, it feels like it's sort of like a split bag that we have here. I'm feeling that some of you have a meaningful project, and it's just sort of a lot of busyness and sort of a lot of responsibility, and perhaps at times the need to sort of orient yourself a bit more because of doing so many different things, having so many different things on your mind, on your checklist, on your to-do list is what it feels like. And then but are working on a really meaningful project. And then there are others of you that I feel that are in search of meaning. So here we go. These want to come out. Okay. All right. So we have the Son of Wands reversed, and then the Five of Cups. So I'm experiencing sort of the Son of Wands could be a character, a fire sign perhaps, but I'm feeling this, whatever this is, it's a strong a feeling. I just heard burying the hatchet, and I heard burying the hatchet, and yeah, with this, the Five of Cups, it's this disappointment that's being experienced, perhaps around this person, or perhaps around this project. And it's a letdown. It's a letdown. And I just heard taking it into my own hands. So it feels recent past, and it's this feeling that I was hoping for more, I heard. I was hoping for more. And it feels like true disappointment energy. It doesn't, there might be some anger that flares in there a bit, but it almost just feels like true disappointment. And then the Mother of Swords reversed, next to the Five of Swords reversed, next to the Mother of Cups reversed, upright. And there's this feeling of turning something right. So there's this feeling of I just heard enlisting support and making something that's wrong right. And the Mother of Cups, the Mother of Cups is almost like ushering over this Mother of. There's also this like embracing energy. So there's this embracing of something that feels like it could be challenging, but it's almost like you're sort of, there's this embracing of the challenge. So some sort of challenge that's being embraced here. And with these two mothers, very strong maternal energy. And it's almost like two sides. So we have this strong and very strong feminine energy. We have this more analytical, strategy-minded, very detail-oriented personality here. And then we have emotional, allowing, accepting, embracing. Strong heart energy, strong, very, a presence that's very deeply connected to their heart, their emotions, a softness, a tenderness. And then this is can be sometimes a bit cooler, or seemingly cooler, but more analytical, more, I'd say, business-minded, so there is sort of, and then right in the middle here we have with the five of swords reversed. So it's this. It feels like whatever this is binding these two presence, like this presence here, these two different presences, and the five can often speak to loss or conflict. So there's some sort of problem solving that's happening. And it's almost like putting their heads together. These two are brought together by this seeming conflict. But it actually, with the Five of Swords reversed, it feels as though it's more about it's almost like as if the purpose is to get these two to collaborate. These two people or these two different energies. So it's kind of harmonizing. If it's not two different people, then it could be this sort of harmonizing within you and within your life of this emotional side and this analytical side. That very yin and that yang. And it's using that, it's sort of attacking whatever problem this is, approaching whatever problem, we'll say, this is, or whatever, from both sides. So bringing in your heart and bringing in your head, and sort of approaching a problem with both of those things working in harmony. It's this strong, I'm getting this strong collaborative energy here, very strong collaborative energy. And it's this feeling that both of these, that everything is working in harmony and working towards the same goal. It's almost using these different approaches and working towards the same goal. And then we have the Daughter of Swords next to the Hermit reversed. So with the Hermit reversed, I often sort of get this coming out. There's this coming out meaning. And I feel with the Daughter of Swords, air sign, Libra, Gemini. Those feels very strong for this. So I'd say we're leaning towards sort of that Libran again, sort of that Libran energy, looking at balance. Could be a Libra presence as well in your life. So I just heard Eye of the Storm. So the Daughter of Swords, there's this, for the next few weeks, it's almost as the daughter, as if the Daughter of Swords is filtering in all of this, like I'm filtering in all of this information, taking in all this information, and I am, listening to sort of all of these different, I'm picking up these bits and pieces from all over the place. And then this Daughter of Swords, it's about sort of assimilating that and digesting that and choosing the way forward. So it's like an action plan forward. But the process is happening. What it is it's sort of this process of discerning what information will be useful, what are the priorities I'm hearing, what are the priorities, and then taking steps accordingly. Because it does feel like there is this almost over inundation of information, and that could sort of be causing a bit of what's the way forward, sort of what's the right way. But I do feel like that there is this strong energy of really using that analytical, mind to pick and choose, to prioritize. And then there's this organizing of priorities and this picking and choosing from information, sort of, it feels like picking the approach. And there's a strong decision-making energy here. So it's like decisions are being made. And so there are lots of decisions to be made. And I feel like they're being made. They're being made, and it doesn't feel like these are things that, I don't feel like there's this burying your head in the sand, although that there could be a desire at times to do so, to sort of bury your head in the sand. But I feel like you're rising to the occasion. You're making the hard decisions, and you're taking the information that's being provided, and you're filtering it through and coming up with a game plan and making those hard decisions. So under here, I'm looking at the 3 of Cups. So this feels that you have support. You have support. And it's support that I feel you're really grateful for, and that you're allowing yourself to more and more so not totally depend on, but you're allowing yourself to be supported more so. It does feel like that is a bit of a challenge. Just I feel like for the most part you feel as though you are the one providing the support. So this is kind of saying allow yourself to continue to be supported. And with the 10, so the 10 of Swords reversed next to the The Six of Wands. So there's something really challenging here. And I just heard bad news that you received that looks like it's in the process of being overcome. So there's something that was like whatever this challenge is it feels like you are working hard to overcome it. And you will. This is the victory card. However that might look, however that victory look, we don't know. We don't know what it looks like. You know, you're in new territory, this is saying, which is directly next to the both sixes. And sixes often have to do with communication. So you're in new territory here, but you're looking ahead, and you're hoping, you're reaching for it. You're going for it. You're going for it all the way. And there is this far-sightedness to a degree with this, to where whatever your approach is, sort of whatever you're working through, there is sort of you're keeping, there is a far-sightedness in your approach, and you're keeping the big picture in mind. And you're really rising to the occasion, I just heard. Really rising to the occasion. So then we have the Sun of Swords reversed right next to the 5. So yes, you have a lot of 5s in this spread. You have 3 5s. We have the 5 of Wands. We have the 5 of Swords reversed. And then we have the 5 of Cups. So we're absolutely looking at, again, sort of that 5 speaks to conflict or loss. So, and of course, I hope that that's not the case, but there is a strong theme of conflict that's being worked through right now, and we also have 2 6s and 2 6s, so 5 6. We're looking. There is this overcoming, this again rising to the occasion that's happening, and again there's this collaborative energy that's present for you. So it's using that, it's utilizing that, and there's this making the most of it, this strong sort of making the most of it, and the Sun of Swords reversed. And problem solving. So there's this problem solving, this troubleshooting, and I just heard that you're learning a lot. You're learning a lot. And this again feels like a checklist, a to-do list. So it's getting all of this in order is what it feels like. And it's taking this, taking up a lot of head space and heart space. But this is specifically speaking to that sort of head space. And it's requiring that you look at things from so many different angles. Which is part of the exercise, which is leading you into this expansive state. So you're expanding rapidly. It just feels as though you might be experiencing that expansion through ways and circumstances that that might be challenging. That might be proving sort of their challenges. And there's this feeling of like almost that you're needing to really pay attention to your environment right now. Your outside environment is requiring a lot of you. But it's almost like on the other side of that, I can feel that that's sort of what's a lot of your attention. And it's almost on the other side of that. I'm feeling this, and this could be in months or, months from now that we're looking at this, or a couple weeks perhaps, but whatever this is on the other side of this journey, this challenge that you're moving through at the moment, I feel that there is this period of introspection that you're going to really revel in. It's like me time. Me time is right on the horizon. And much needed me time. So it's almost like there's this awareness of your environment right now that sort of, like I said, is requiring a lot from you. But there is this, and it's almost like you know that that's coming. You're yearning for it. For this personal expansion, this expansion of self, which is happening. Again, it's just sort of you're experiencing it in a different way, to where your attention and your focus, although it's happening, that personal sort of internal expansion, that internal growth, it feels like you're not quite able to find the time perhaps that you'd like, or the to really explore and experience that, because your outside world, your environment seems to be requiring a lot of you. But you will get there. It's this period of self-discovery where you can really sort of give yourself your full attention that's coming up for you here. Let me just pull a couple more cards here as we're moving into October. Okay, so we have the Son of Pentacles and then the Daughter of Wands. So I could absolutely be looking at family here. But this feels like a partnership. And although it feels both like a partnership and also like they're crossing each other. So it can be whatever dynamic this is, it can sort of be, I think it can both be really, really supportive and cohesive and challenging. It feels familial. But more than anything, it just feels like a partnership where they both seem to be quite familiar with each other's natures. So it's either that they've spent a lot of time together in the past. This is someone you spend a lot of time together, if you're one of these, or it's a partnership that you're observing. But they spent a lot of time together in the past, or it's just sort of like they're really just almost like spontaneously, it's two people that really get each other's natures. There's a familiarity there. It could be a familiarity that's just there right away. Those people that we meet that were like, whoa, I feel like I've known you forever. Or it's someone that they spent a lot of time together. And then we have the Seven of Wands next to the Eight of Cups. So, this mountain in the back there, it's a big climb. And with the Eight of Cups, we're looking at a similar energy to that disappointment energy. But what it's, and with this Seven of Wands, sometimes when we have those disappointments, those moments of letdown, those challenge, forward is the only way to go. So this is, even though it's perhaps that you've moved through some challenges here, that you're moving through some challenges, this is saying that your only way is forward, and that's where you're setting your sights. And when you set your sights on that, you're setting your sights on this flame, this possibility, this hope, And that's really, it makes all the difference. So this is your way forward. So yeah, it's just this continual sort of this momentum forward, this moving forward, this that's taking place. Yeah, and there is this strong theme of like looking ahead, and keeping your eye on the big picture. But whatever this is I feel like you're showing up for something big time, and it's something really important. It is a meaningful project, and you're showing up for it, and it feels like it's a constant choice. You're constantly choosing to show up for it, and it's it's going to be, it's almost, I see you just sort of rising up and out of these wands, these tangles, this constriction and challenge, and moving through it beautifully. So I'm wishing you all the best. I hope that this was helpful. Please do check out your, if this is your sun sign, your moon, or your rising sign, because that's so helpful. If you listen to those videos, you can take pieces that resonate with you and piece together a more individualized, specific reading for yourself, which I hope helps you over the next few weeks. All right, I love you so much, and please like, comment, subscribe, and I appreciate it. I love you, and I will see you in a few weeks.